你好，祝你有美好的一天。这就是频道 Celebrity News Today 247。这是今天的新闻。
With a title upgrade, it's hard to cheat the money in the pockets of Xiao Zhan's fans, and it's hard to fool the Gold Master's father. Update 2 days later, a lot of new melons came out, and after reading them quickly, I found that there were no fresh melons. After Xiao Zhan's play began, the tropic volume was still not low, and he was on 2 hot searches one after another. Seeing the latest content is that Xiao Zhan's endorsement title has changed, giving a new identity as a spokesperson from the branch. Regardless of the naming of this identity and how the brand was given, it is intuitive to see that Xiao Zhan's commercial value has once again been recognized by the brand. It is also good news for an international brand to upgrade from a branch to a spokesperson. Before that, what was discussed first was the content of a catering company being sued by Xiao Zhan. This incident is still fresh in my memory. I have long boycotted Xiao Zhan's business, Oriented Coals. An offline restaurant found a business that used Xiao Zhan's portrait for promotion. I took a photo and posted it on the internet, confirming that Xiao Zhan did endorse the meal, so I don't have to say too much. The merchants were attacked and reported by the boycotters, but fortunately, the merchants responded and issued a statement. I thought it would just pass away, but I didn't expect to have new rights protection information and be discussed by netizens again. It really complied with the sentence, "Look up, who has God spared?" This time it was considered that the boycotter did a good deed and protected Xiao Zhan's rights and interests in portrait rights. Behind the seemingly trivial matter, why Xiao Zhan is still mobilizing the public to defend his rights is actually not a trivial matter. Let me talk about it slowly. At that time, I still remember that when Digital Super Talk was just built, people in the industry published more than 1,000 words about the commercial value of celebrities in Super Talk. Endorsement fee, popular science. This post also helped the digital event focus on Xiao Zhan's business as a fuse, comparable to the effect of a snake hitting 7 inches in the face of the negative, written Xiao Zhan. Not only did some brands terminate their contracts in advance, but they also negotiated new related work. The face is direct compensation, but also because after Xiao Zhan was caught in the cyber incident, the most hit was the plummeting commercial value. In the process, it was not only the boycotters who issued Xiao Nankai, but there were also many merchants who wanted to take advantage of Xiao Zhan's popularity. There is such a blatant white prostitution. Xiao Zhan, who is incapable of being cloned, cannot protect himself, and the road to rights protection is difficult. How can you still care about the infringement of portrait rights by these businesses? What makes fans and sanguine passers-by most difficult to balance is the progress of Xiao Zhan's rights defense. But it is also the details of the rights protection that have been picked up recently, allowing fans to break the defense again. Many people know that the cyber incidents that Xiao Zhan has experienced are extensively involved. On the surface, this scene is classified as a rice circle tearing and fighting. In fact, how big and open the plate is, comparable to the fishing net thrown out by a fisherman, just to catch more fish, that is, it is fat and free. The short-term profits brought about by the phenomenon, level delay of Chenqing Ling, can be described as shark crazy. During the period, how many people goed into the sea? Presumably, I don't have to introduce it. The methods used in the eaten phases, for red, in the process are simply amazing. Only you can't think of. No opponent can't do it. But in this Epic Network incident, the biggest variable is that Xiao Zhan and his fans think that fans are stupid people and have a lot of money. It is best to deceive the abducted group. After a year of tearing and tearing, they found that they are not among the fishing nets and the small shrimps who are least likely to be regarded as rivals by their kind. I found a suitable marine creature to describe it, known as bird-tailed mantis shrimp, an inconspicuous group, but its combat power is outstanding. Ordinary fish tanks are hard to do, let alone this fishing net. This is what the professional introduction on the encyclopedia says. The domain consciousness is very strong, and the personality is quite brutal, which is a bit of a picture. The word cruel is also the biggest feeling after watching a group of loose fans and Fan Chung Chung and Cheng Yunian 2 fight. Can slaughter each other anytime and anywhere, but also occupy other people's base areas or a group of base camps, without daring each other. It is precisely because there is no shackles of the so-called official support clubs, that I am even more free to fight for the right to speak of this fan circle. The movement is comparable to the demolition of a husky, with little lethality and extremely insulting. Immediately after the news of Huajia's failure to go public, aroused discussion among many people. This may be the best feedback after the demolition. Many people say that this is how many investors have been saved. This is also the fact that after the extremely combative shrimp broke through the fishing nets, it was not only Xiao Zhan that rescued, but the fish waiting to be slaughtered in the pond to see the truth. This process is painful. In order to break the barriers, the contributions of fans, existing and new businesses, the most intuitive result of leaving the remarks of Xiao Zhan fan Peter Fei Xia all based on reason. And this one after another business adds to Xiao Zhan's emphasis, and the upgrade of the endorsement title directly confirms that it is not only that Xiao Zhan is not easy to bully, fans and the father of the Gold Master are also fooled, and the money in their pockets can hardly be taken out willingly and offered. Now, not even Xiao Zhan a year ago, facing inexplicable resistance to defending rights and choosing to be forced to be beaten, the truth will only become clearer and clearer.